Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is November 20th, 2024. Okay, there is an update for the Shiba Inu and the Shiba and Shina's charity stake and burn. It's been out for a couple of days. I was supposed to do a video on that. I think I'm going to try to do a quick video on that today after this video. So stand by for that. Okay. What else is going on? Markets are Bitcoin heading towards that 95,000, and I think it hit it earlier today in some exchanges. Some exchanges hit 94,000 plus, and heading towards 100,000 by Thanksgiving. We expect that to happen. If you follow me on Patreon, you know. Um, we'll see how that all plays out. But in the meantime, as you can see, altcoins aren't doing anything. You know, most altcoins are just down today or sideways trading, and LUNC's down 5%. How is LUNC down 5% and Bitcoin's at 95,000, 94,000, 93,000? Makes no sense at all. But anyways, that's the reality we're living in right now. And it is what it is, all right? So 5.5 trillion in circulation right now, and we can see our market cap is 572 million. All right. Now remember, when Bitcoin was sitting at 30,000, 40,000, our market cap was at 1.5 billion. Think of how crazy that is. You had a market cap of 1.5 billion and Bitcoin was at like $28,000. I don't know, $38,000, something like that. And now Bitcoin's at 95,000, bringing the entire market caps of cryptos up significantly into the trillions. And we're still stuck at a 500 million market cap. So that is that's hard to believe. This is not real markets, right? So you can see the market cap of the whole crowd of cryptocurrencies is 3.1 trillion. When we were at 1.5 billion, the market cap was like 1.2 trillion. It's crazy. Anyways, you can see Bitcoin is at 1.8 trillion market cap. So I know some people have been saying billions, but it's trillions, right? So Bitcoin's at 1.8 trillion dollar market cap by itself. Okay, and so to get to so Bitcoin doubles from here, it'd be 3.6 trillion. So a double from here would be 188,000, right? So we're looking for 150,000, right? So that would put it, around 3 trillion, somewhere around there, right? All right, so 3 trillion. We're looking for Bitcoin to hit that $3 trillion market cap, right? So if Bitcoin's at 3 trillion, what should LUNC be able to get to? I mean, LUNC should be able to get to a 10 billion to 25 billion market cap, you would think, right? That should be easy. So let's go back to LUNC and let's see. So if LUNC puts a zero here, we're only at a $5 billion market cap. So if we just 10x, we're at a $5 billion. That's it, right? That's nothing. Pepe's at an 8 to 9 billion billion market right now, and we have it going to 100 billion, right? So if LUNC just drops another zero, because a lot of people are like LUNC can't drop another zero. That's a thousand net. I mean that's a 10x. That's 1,000% from now, man. That's crazy. It's only going to be a $5 billion market cap, right? So I mean, it's not a $50 billion market. So if we drop another, we get to 1 cent, it will be a $50 billion market cap. Now remember, That's at the tokens that we have now. This is without TFL burning all their wallets, and this is without all of the projected burns that we're going to have if we go up to these levels. Because if we just do another 10x, you know how much we're going to burn if we do a 10x from now? We will be trending everywhere. The burns would be crazy, right? You're talking about people moving 6, 7 figures now instead of 5, 4, 5 figures. Majority of us will be moving around 6, 7 figures now, and that's going to cause massive burns. That's something you don't take that you're not considering right now in the LUNC community. Is 3, 4, 5 figures that are being moved around daily. You put a zero, you put a one here. Now you're at 4, 5, 6 figures moving daily, and some seven. If you put a one here, now you're talking about 6, 7 figures being moved around daily. That's a lot of burns. Okay. Um, and that's something that people don't see. People are not taking into account, right? So that we're gonna burn massively. This is why we keep talking about that 305, because that's where things change. That's the sweet spot. That's the money spot. That's where the burns are gonna be on fire. That's where people are gonna be moving around 5, 6 figures, and that's when that starts. And and that's where the stake and rewards are up, and the dollar value stake and rewards are up nicely as well. And so we're in that little sweet spot, right? And the fact that the LUNC community knows that that's the spot that we need to be at right now, we should be at right now, and that's the sweet spot, and we're way and we're 5x from it, is it just tells you the mindset of this community, and tells you and also not just this community, but it also tells you that cryptocurrencies are heavily suppressed by evil people, right? And they're fighting tooth and nails. They're not just fighting physically; they're fighting spiritually, right? Um, and um, and they don't want you to win. They don't want you to win. They don't want you to win at all. And this is what's happening here. So all right, but at some point, those that are fighting the end codes will be destroyed, and so we'll be watching this happen. And unfortunately for these people, they're gonna lose. A lot of these people are gonna lose everything because they refuse to surrender. They refuse to just give up and cover their positions and take their profits and go long with everybody in the markets. They rather lose everything than to actually say, okay, let me take my profits here and go long. They want people to suffer, right? They only want themselves to be wealthy. They want everybody else to suffer, right? So they rather lose everything and be homeless, or lose everything and have to go back to a 9 to 5 than for you to be happy. I mean, this is the type of people that we're dealing with, and unfortunately, it's crazy. The same people that are putting people in a 9 to 5 and telling you that you need to work hard. Like this is a mind. These are these people, right? It's like you. Yeah, I grew up and like we got to work hard, and we have to slave a 9 to 5 or work 60 hours a week, and you realize that that's the stupidest thing ever. We were never designed to work that way, and that's just going to bring us sickness and disease and age. Well, that's going to age us quickly, and they're just gonna put poison medicine in us, and then kill us off, and then bring the next people in, right? And all for depopulation, right? So we realized that was a lie, an epic lie. And we saw our family members go through that. We've seen our mothers and fathers and grandparents suffer in these types of conditions where they work 60, 70, 80 hours, and they couldn't walk when they were in their 40s and 50s and 60s on medication, and then cancer and all these things. And you were angry inside because you knew that you were being lied to, but you couldn't do nothing about it. You couldn't speak out because you were too young. And now that you're older, now you can speak out about it. It's wrong. These people are liars. These people are deceivers, right? And it should upset you because you saw your family members suffer. You're still seeing your family members suffer right now. We're not supposed to work hard and work 90 hours a week. Are you kidding me? You're killing yourself, right? We're supposed to work smart. We're supposed to have multiple streams of income and work smart, not hard, right? You work hard in the gym. That's positive. That's a positive stress. We want positive stress. We want, if you have negativity, you want positive negativity, right? So you don't want the negativity that kills you. You don't want stress that kills you. You want stress that actually improves your body. There's always two sides to everything. There's a yin and a yang, right? So you have the stress and the negative stuff that actually destroys your body, but you also have the negative and stuff that actually improves your body and actually helps you get stronger and get better. And that's what you want, right? Okay. Enough teaching and preaching, right? I think that's a good. I mean, that was pretty good though. It's really important to understand that there's people out there that want you to suffer, and that's why they're suppressing these things, and they rather lose everything than actually watch you celebrate. And one of those people is Gary Gensler, right? And the reason why he did exactly what he did to cryptos, and why they are suppressing the crap out of these tokens like a Shiba Inu and others and XRP because they don't want you to survive. They don't want you to prosper, right? And I think somebody quoted CZ on Twitter yesterday and said, and in the quote he said, too many people being wealthy at the same time is bad. And I hope CZ doesn't have that mindset anymore after being in prison and being treated like a dog, right? So that was the mindset that Do Kwon and CZ and Satoshi and these people have. Once they become successful, they flip the script. They flip the script. Now they become the people that want to suppress others, right? And so I'm hoping that because CZ went to prison and he did that hard time, he realized that was a mistake, right? When you come up, you take people with you, right? You bring people with you. You empower people. You teach people. You awaken people, and you bring wealth to people. You bring people. You show people how to create multiple streams of income. You don't suppress them down and suppress tokens so that they don't become rich like you, right? So, you know, I'm hoping that CZ has learned his lesson. And I saw that quote, and that's what I was against. That's why me and CZ were in a war, online for years, right? And he never said my name or anything, but all the little small things, the little jabs, you could tell that who he was referring to, who he was speaking to at sometimes. Same thing with Satoshi, right? These little jabs, they would take and like, hey, currency. He just say he just took a jab. I know. God told me, right? So it's interesting, but I'm hoping that this is the year that all of that ends, right? And we can get back to encouraging people. We can get back to people becoming wealthy, people actually thriving so that they can help others out, and the markets actually going back to real markets, right? These cryptocurrencies have been suppressed for years now. Since about 2018, 2019 is when the suppression really kicked in because they started using the futures contracts, the bots, and all that, and leverage and all that stuff, right? And they really are hammering down on these things, and they're using derivatives to suppress these tokens. They're also using spiritual warfare, right, to do it as well. And and the end codes are here to break all that. The end codes are here to release these tokens, right? And so, like I said before, those people that know and see the end codes, but yet still go against it, they will be destroyed. And this is why Satoshi is leaving at the end of the year. He when the moment I talked about those end codes, that's when he said, I gotta go. Because anybody that's against the end code, you will watch them be destroyed in 2025. And it's already happening now, right? Look at all the people in Hollywood that are being destroyed. And people in crypto that are being destroyed as well. These people are going to be destroyed. Look how many people that shorted Bitcoin. And we talked about this. You will be destroyed if you go against the end codes, right? And Bitcoin is going to 100,000 plus. And these people are like, no, it's not. We're going to short the crap out of it, and you guys are going to lose. And these guys have all been wiped clean, right? So, unfortunately for them, right? Because they thought Kamala was going to win, right? And they were listening to these prophets and pastors out here saying Kamala's gonna win. God told me Kamala was gonna win, and she's gonna make America great by flooding in illegals and civil war. Yeah, well, that's a sell signal right there. So you know what I mean. So, anyways, it is what it is, man. I can talk forever about this thing, but you guys get the point by now. All right. So let's go here to Luna 2.0. And let's see what's going on. And Luna's dumping. And who's dumping Luna? We already know who these people are. So, anyways, all right. We don't have to stay here long. Let's go to USTC. The same people that are dumping these things are the same people that have been dumping all year, right? So, and same thing here. Who's dumping? Who's dumping? We're about to be in Thanksgiving next week, and people are dumping USTC. Who are these people that are dumping USTC when they know TFL's about to burn 4 billion USTC? Who would dump US? Think about it. Who would dump USTC or a LUNC when you know, man, just in a couple of weeks, TFL is about to burn billions of LUNC and and over 60% of the supply of USTC, and it's going to create a place where we can actually repeg by April. Who would dump their tokens? You should be pumping the tokens, right? But once again, it's the same people. It's the same people. And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, they're going against the end codes, and unfortunately, we're going to watch them be destroyed. All right. And when that time comes, the time comes. It is what it is, and they're not going to be celebrating with us. Let's just put it that way. All right. So BLV Labs, this is not going to pass. I don't even think it's going to hit. I don't even think it's going to reach the threshold. Because I don't know if the big validators are even caring about this. They might just go abstain, and it's not going to pass it regardless. So the big validators are not even voting. So they don't even care about that. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what BLV did. Or what do they call BLV? I don't know what they did wrong, or I have no clue what's going on with that. So you guys, the community is responding to saying that they shouldn't get paid. I think they're asking for what, $5,000, and let's see. Is it $5,000? Okay, it says the cost of these works as referred to in 12137 proposal is $5,000. Okay, so man, community's really tough. They believe that they don't deserve $5,000. I guess. Well, if all nodes and some of these other big guys come in and vote, then maybe they'll get it passed. But I have no clue why they don't deserve 5,000. I guess they didn't do the work completely or properly. I don't know. So it's up to the community. I have no clue what's going on with that. All right. Moving on. 37,000 in burns, and we got 30 million in burns there. And we got 15.34%. We're under a trillion now for staking. And if we get a move at some point here soon, if we get a move towards that 3025, 3005 range, and we sit in that range, we're gonna definitely see this drop to about 500 billion. Expect that, right? So um, 93 in the Oracle pool, and then we have community pool to the upside. Stats, we continue to lose staking there. Few people are burning LUNC, few people are burning USTC. Terra Casino is saying that they're going to be burning USTC in the coming days or weeks. I don't know what took them so long to add burns for USTC when we're trying to and this is the thing. I'm gonna shout them out because they finally figured it out. But why did that take so long? Why was that so hard to realize that if we're trying to repeg something, shouldn't we be reducing the supply of it significantly so that we can faster to repay? It's the same thing when that other token, I forgot what they were called, And they only wanted to burn LUNC. And like, are we trying to repeg? Yeah, we're for the repeg. Then why aren't we burning USTC? Why are we burning LUNC? And they wouldn't want. They didn't want to answer the question. They wanted to only burn LUNC instead of you. Like you, we want to repeg, and you won't burn LUNC. I mean, you won't burn USTC. Makes no sense, right? So, I mean, everything is backwards in this community. And so when you work backwards, you suffer. And I said 2 years ago, I said that. I said we're gonna suffer. This community is gonna suffer until we wake up. And here we are. Here, have I lied to you, or have I been telling you the truth? Right? So here we are 2 years later, and we're still stuck in the same position we were 2 years ago. Why? Because we're working backwards. And people literally know that, and they talk about these things in secret and in groups, but yet when it's public time, is, oh yeah, we need to be burning LUNC. No, we need to be burning USTC. You know that because you talked about it in your secret groups, but yeah, when you come out in public, you keep saying LUNC. Oh my God, how did currency know that? Anyways, uh stake that system adds 132 million, and then all knows loss. And look, I wouldn't be shocked if these people just keep losing and losing delegations because people are just sick and tired of it. You guys are these validators aren't giving, there's no plan, there's no ideas, there's no proposals. So yeah, expect us to go down to about 500 billion, right? In validate and delegations here, and regardless of the validators like it or not, right? So who's going to lose the most out of that? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But expect that. Expect us to do it. And of course, we're going to come back up once we get the dinar evaluation and some other things. Of course, nobody here in this community believes in that, so it is what it is. So it will be a shock to them when this happens, and then people come in and start buying up all the LUNC for staking, and then staking is going to go to 3 trillion because I already said it was going to be at 3 trillion at some point, but it's not going to be now. We're going to lose probably 500 billion here in the coming weeks, and then once the dinar revives, we're going to get to 3 trillion that way. Okay, or just once Shiba Inu does a 10,000% move or something massive like that would have to happen. Jasmine to $15 or something like that, to $1 $3 $5, something massive would have to happen for us to have that kind of capital come in. But if none of that stuff happens, then of course the dinar is sitting there, that's ready, almost ready to go here. It's a ticking time bomb. All right. Anyways, that's it. And because this community does everything backwards, nobody believes in that except for me and a few of you people. So we'll be rewarded for that. All right. Anyways, that's it. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.